Chicago, and your insecurities will get the best of me. Your insecurities will get the best of me. Insecurities will get the best of me.
You. What's up with you? Insecure me, now that be you. I left all of them, took them after you. She want good brain, gotta be the muscle too. You want the smart girl, gotta be a hustler too. With me and that's just the truth. Somebody gotta teach a class like a substitute. You book a different plane, say you stay.
Insecurities will get the best of me. Your insecurities will get the best of me.
A man ran into me one day. He said, man, I got an APB out on my woman. And I got this letter, I want you to read it to her. He said, I don't want you to give it to her. Because if you give it to her, and she knows it's me, she might not read it. So I looked at the letter, I read what the letter said. This was it said.
If you see my lady before I do, tell her that I know it ain't wrong. If you see my baby before I do, tell her that I'm ready to come back home. She can tie my hands behind my head. She can slap my chest until it turn red. She can get my check and take it to the mall. She can buy what she wants until it's all gone. She can fuss in my ear all night long. As long as I know a man home. And I don't care what I gotta go through. I know that I did it wrong. I'd rather be a broke down nigga at home. I just want my baby to see my lady before I do. Tell her that I know it ain't wrong. If you see my baby before I do, tell her that I'm ready to come back home. You can get your Wi-Fi in my name. We can watch some movie on Carefree Lane. You can steal my t-shirt when I ain't looking. You can act like you already had it before I came.
You're listening to WMXV, St. Joseph, Tennessee, W286DV, 105.1 FM, Florence, Alabama, and WARB 700 AM, W290DG, 105.9, Dothan, Alabama.
I'm Bray Wood with 4 things you should know with BIN News. The Trump administration will ask the Supreme Court to overturn a lower court ruling that reinstated ethics watchdog Hampton Dellinger, who was fired by Trump and sued the administration. A polar vortex will bring frigid temperatures 30 to 40 degrees below average across the U.S. this week, with wind chills as low as minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit in parts of Montana, Minnesota, and the Dakotas. Luigi Mangione will appear in New York Supreme Criminal Court on Friday for allegedly killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Mangione, who remains incarcerated, expressed gratitude for the support and donations to his defense, which have exceeded $300,000. And Lil Wayne and The Roots performed at Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary celebration last night. The event featured various artists and highlighted the show's impact on music and culture over the years. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
A moment in Black history. William Tucker was the first known Black person to be born in the 13 colonies. That was a moment in Black history.
Knox Media Group weather. Download our apps today. Music Muscle of the Shoals 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM. The current temp 37 degrees. The forecast for this afternoon, there is a flood warning. Clear skies with a light breeze. Temperature 43 degrees. Then this evening, some clouds here and there and somewhat breezy, 30 degrees. Overnight, cloudy with a light breeze. We'll have temps of 25. Tomorrow, some cloud cover and a bit cool, temps about 47. We are the Knox Media Group, Music Muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM, bringing you the beats and the weather on the go.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM,
The music muscle of the show.
and you're vibing with 105.9.
The vibe. Dothan, Alabama. What's going on, Mona B?
Ain't not too much going on, but we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about forgiveness and forgetting.
Is it a thing? We'll be
It's
right
a
back,
thing.
guys.
Bye.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're rolling up. Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got to do. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe, and if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together, we're gonna polish up our act now. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh no, no, I'm on the move. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. I know we've got the groove. Let you know the real move. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying. No, don't try to stop us. No. Got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in denying. I ain't lying. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. It's been far too long. Well, ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping us. We've got the groove. Ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. We're on the move. Just doing me while I get in line. Ain't no stopping us now. Yeah, we're leaving the negative people way behind. Don't say they ain't no. Please. Please don't make me stop. Don't make me stop. Please don't make me stop. See, I don't know where we're going. Please don't make me stop. Or where we're gonna end up. Moving on. I'm moving on. But see, we're gonna keep trying. Moving on. We're gonna keep trying. Over and over. Yeah. I said it ain't no stopping us. See, it ain't no way. We won't kind of polish up, keep us down. See, our time has finally came around. So we're on the move. We're really got our groove. We're moving straight on the move. We really got our groove. We're gonna get there someday. Yes, we will. On the move. Ain't no stopping us. You can't stop me. Ain't no stopping us. You can't stop me.
Mona didn't want me to talk today. All right, guys. How you doing, Mona B?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome back. You're tuning into
105.1 FM.
the music muscle of the show.
And you're vibing with my V105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama.
Listen,
The vibe.
Mona tried.
I'm so used to being by myself. They've been leaving me here by myself.
Mona didn't want me to be on the air today. She was like, okay, I'm gonna mess up a mic. She said, if you ain't gonna sit in this hot seat, she tried to pay me out. Mona came up.
Never.
Listen, she took her volunteer hours and said, hey, I'll pay you. Put in this seat. Get in this seat. All right, guys, we are so excited that you tuned in to the baddest radio station from the north to the south.
That's it.
And look like the wind that got hold of my hair. Look like the wind that came through.
It took my lashes away.
I mean, I'm sitting here like, okay.
That wind is disrespectful.
It is very cold.
Oh my God. Yesterday
was
freezing. So, how was your weekend?
Awesome. I've been excited down here in Dothan. It has been, the weather here in Dothan been pretty good, making not want to go back to North Alabama.
I know.
Well, North Alabama is going to be high 48 today, low 28. And Dothan is sitting at about 60 today. So the weather is pretty, no matter where you're at. The sun is shining bright, bright, bright. So you know what? Mona, I think you threw out a little sunshine out your pocket.
That's what happened.
Is that what it is?
Yes. I mean, it's beautiful out there today.
Yeah. So, but I want to, the people in the show's area this weekend, the storm came through and tore up the city of Tuscumbia. I mean, buildings practically are demolished.
I'm thinking they said that the roof came off of
several buildings downtown.
Superhero ship.
Yes. So several buildings, the roof came off, and the wind was just, as you said, disrespectful this weekend. So I know Deschler High School will be closed for a while. Well, I don't know what a while is. They said for a couple of days. And also R.H. Hubbard, that school was
because of the storm.
That school was had some issues with roofing and the wind damage. So they're also out. So Tuscumbia City schools are having, I know a lot of schools are out today because of President Day, but a lot of schools were affected by the storm this past weekend. So it's a lot going on.
It is. They said that the tornado was a EF1.
Wow.
And it touched down between 11:12 p.m. and 11:13 p.m., causing damage consistent with winds estimated at 105 miles per hour. The tornado, with a maximum width of 215 yards, traveled 2.1 miles and thankfully resulted in no injuries or fatalities. So did nobody die? Was nobody hurt? Thank God for that.
Yeah, but 215 miles. So I guess that's how Rogersville and Russellville, actually, that straight wind came across both of those areas, because Rogersville, Alabama, as well as Russellville, I know those places also had wind damage to buildings and things of that sort. But like you said, no fatalities were pronounced or anything of that sort. So that's a good thing.
That is a good thing, but it went across Alabama.
Yeah, it did. And like I said, I was sleep. I was in a deep sleep.
You.
I didn't hear anything. I got a phone call, actually woke me up that night. And then when I woke up, that's when the sirens went off. I was like, okay.
I mean, well, you never know when it's going to hit, because those are silent killers. They came in. I don't think nobody knew. I don't know. I didn't hear the weather forecast or nothing like that. I just went home and went to bed. And I bet those people in Tuscumbia did the same thing and wasn't thinking that the tornado was going to hit.
Yeah, but like I said, it affected a lot of things. So y'all make sure y'all stay safe this winter, because we're still in winter weather. Because I think this week they're looking at possible snow flurries in North Alabama as well. So stay safe. Make sure you follow the news. Follow us as well, and we'll make sure we keep you updated on what's coming through.
Okay, then. You talking about the schools out? Our school is out for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday.
So Florida City School is out Monday and Tuesday?
Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, I don't have kids in school anymore, so I never know what they're doing.
And then spring break is coming up. They're out of school for President's Day. So,
for 2 days.
It must have been 2 presidents. I don't know. I think one could be an e-learning day.
Oh, okay.
Parent-teacher conference or something like that. But, they said Trump trying to take away all these holidays and stuff, trying to take away Black history and all that. Is he going to take away President's Day and stuff like that? Columbus Day?
Probably not. I didn't hear anything about that.
He want to take away the truth and keep the lies. That's what it seemed like. But, we're going to keep it cordial.
But I went to a Black History program on last Tuesday in Dothan while I was there. And when I tell you that was, I mean, it was packed of people. I mean, the event center, it was at the Foreman. And it was, Mona, when I tell you, it was people everywhere.
Really?
Yes. And I really enjoyed the speaker. The speaker was Dr. Brown.
Mhm.
He's actually the president of Tuskegee University. And it was a very interesting speech that he did, because he said, should it be called Black history or should it be called American history? He said, because it is history.
It's part of history.
He said, because one thing that he actually talked about a lot of was George Washington Carver. And, you know, George Washington Carver is, Dothan is known for the peanut. Is known for the peanut. But George Washington Carver also was an instructor at Tuskegee University. And he was talking about how those things, how it worked together. And it wasn't just, you know, they couldn't take that away from him, that bio science, because that was enriched into him.
Okay.
So we shouldn't be thinking of it as Black history. It's part of history.
Part of history. I agree with that. I agree with it totally. I mean, all this black and white stuff, it just don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, so that was one big aspect that I really enjoyed. Actually, a real estate agent who is very known in Dothan, Anita Dawkins, invited us to it, and I'm very thankful that I was able to attend. It was the mayor's luncheon. So the mayor was there. He hosted the luncheon, and I thought it was very nice how he actually acknowledged Black history and was bringing people together.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so it was a great event. So I'm waiting on the shows. They already had a Black history luncheon.
Are you? I think we're gonna be waiting on that.
Yeah, so
we might need to have it ourselves.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on that luncheon. And then also I got to meet Circuit Judge Miss Rose, Judge Rose, and she was very she is a Black judge in Dothan, and she is the first Black,
really
judge, first and only judge.
So Black history.
I mean, it was very educational. Get to learn things about an area that, you know.
Yeah, you wish to have fun when I couldn't come.
Well, I can't help it. You gotta let you. Now I can't help that you don't want. You can't get out, as they say. You can't get outside.
I can't get outside.
But as they say, is it your choice?
Well, What's my choice?
Is it your choice to stay in the house? Because JB probably wanting you to leave. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's hard to find babysitters these days. It is. Usually you could just go where you want to go and just leave them with your folks. Whatever. They ain't babysitting no more, not for free. These kids different.
It's the kids. It ain't the babysitter.
The kids are different.
Yeah. So, but that, like I said, it was a great event. So as we celebrated, and they also had a Black gala this past Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the Wiregrass had a Black gala. I'm telling you.
So you're telling me that Florence, Alabama did not have a Black history program?
I hadn't seen them. Did you go?
I wasn't invited to that. So
I haven't. I mean,
that's something we need to work on.
Other than at the churches, I have not heard of a Black history program, a community or a mayor or a different. Well, I think city council. I'm not sure. City council president Simmons. I think she had something at the library. I'm not sure. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I do think something happened at the library.
Well, to answer your question, yes, I did go to one. We had a Black history program at church yesterday.
Well, we have one. We Black history every Sunday.
Black history.
We said we're not stopping in the month of February. We're going to keep it going every Sunday.
Yes, we should. So we should. It was said that Florence is probably out tomorrow because The boys varsity basketball team plays at Wallace State in the Elite Eight for the first time in school history.
Yeah, they made it. They played on Friday, and they actually that was the first time that they've been to Wallace since 2019.
Really?
Yeah. So the boys and the girls actually went. They both were there this past Friday and played, and so this coming tomorrow, the boys actually play again. The girls, they won't be going any further. They didn't go any further. In what they were doing, they lost on Friday, but the boys are playing. So I'm very proud of them because they need that. And also, in what I was saying, I think I said it last week or a week before last, how both of these teams actually have new coaches.
Oh, really?
Both of them have new coaches. Both of them have new basketball coaches. So I guess they bringing it on.
All right, then. I went to a basketball game. A basketball tournament this weekend. Can you believe that?
JVs.
Can you believe that?
No,
I did, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, and also, we also were excited about all of the different things that was going on. Also, Dothan had a wrestling match.
Oh, really?
And they have they're going to state championship this coming week. So it's a lot going on in sports with our kids. So y'all make sure you support the kids. Make sure you go out. I love to see how there was so many different high school teams, that made it to the state playoff. So that was one good thing. In wrestling, I never really got into wrestling like that.
I want to wrestle.
But it's a lot of girls who are
I
wrestling.
know, but we didn't have it at our school, but I would love to wrestle.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids that's actually wrestling now. So that's one of the biggest things that I've seen that was different because we didn't have wrestling.
Well, I feel like it would be a good stress reliever. I'm serious. That's what I feel. You was talking about wrestling. A correctional officer uses his experience as a pro wrestler to mentor misguided youth. His name is Justin A. Romario, and he's been a correctional officer at Long Creek Youth Development Center. And for about a year, or the past 15 years, he's been working as a pro wrestler, and didn't nobody know. So he's using his advantage for the kids, teaching them how to do stuff, teaching them the moves and stuff like that. And I know Huntsville schools,
Mm-hmm.
they have like this. I went one year and they had this program, Black History program. The principal was Martin Luther King. He did the speech and stuff. I mean, it was just, the whole school was into it. The kids were quiet. These were little kids. They were sitting crisscross applesauce, listening and taking all this in. And that was good for me, because Florence, I don't know. I don't think they have programs. Do they have the Black History programs?
Well, I don't know if they do I don't know. Because like I said, when my kids were in school, they would do something. Mm-hmm. But I haven't heard that they...
We need to check into that.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure. I hate to say that it is
that
something.
They don't.
Right.
And they do. Well, my child go to Florence. And I haven't had no paper about it.
Yeah, so I don't know.
They had the 100-day of school.
Yeah, but you dressed up like a Dalmatian.
A Dalmatian or an old person.
I know, it was crazy. Those were the days. Yeah, very confusing. But yeah, those are things that we got going on. And like I said, I'm so excited with all this. Our kids, they're making this with the basketball. You know, I'm all about some basketball.
I know.
I mean, I done called.
You just be going to them games.
And don't know nobody. I mean, I don't be knowing not one child. Somebody asked me the other day about one of the young men that plays for Florence. And they said, well, he's from. And I said, I don't know. I said, I don't even know the kids' parents. I'm just here for the entertainment. You know, I just enjoy and I like to support. So since we're talking about support, make sure you get your tickets for Eric Essence. It's going down on Sunday. This coming Sunday.
This Sunday, February the 23rd.
I mean, it's here. So make sure you get your tickets. You can go visit our website today. Make sure you get your tickets so you can get definitely a delicious meal. So dinner dinner is included in your ticket price. So it's going to be held at the Renaissance Spa. I mean, then to change the name. It ain't the Marriott.
Renaissance Resort and Spa.
Yeah, Renaissance Resort and Spa.
They fancy.
And that's going to be held in the Shoals area. So if you're down in South Alabama, if you want to drive up, come on, be with the team. We're going to be there. And it will be going on from 5 to 9 o'clock p.m. And it's going to be a night of love, a night of elegance, and a night of fun. So make sure y'all come on out and get your fancy clothes. Mona says she got a dress. Mona says she ready.
Let it all hang out.
Oh,
you was talking about the snow earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Impact Day. Cold rain and light snow across Alabama on Wednesday.
Yeah,
that's when it's going to happen. Arctic high will cover the central part of the county this week. So you guys be prepared because it's getting cold.
It's going to be back cold and back warm. Just be prepared.
Be prepared to take some vitamins, your vitamin C, and everything.
Y'all see who talking, don't you?
Girl.
I think she got an MD.
PhD. But honestly, it's a like Tamika said, it's a lot going on, and I think we probably might have to resort and getting our mask again.
Oh my gosh, I hope not.
It's too much sickness. It's a lot of sickness going around.
That mask just makes me feel like I'm suffocating. But anyway, we're going to give you a little music. We're going to be right back. We let you know you listen to the baddest radio station. Mom, don't give me none of that sad stuff. But y'all, it's going to be a good day. So make sure you download our app. That's music, Knox Media Group.
Well, it's the month of love, Tamika.
I don't know what moment.
Well, okay, I got something for you.
Hey, download our app, Knox Media Group. You can listen to us no matter where you are. And also make sure you follow us on YouTube. That's Knox Media Group. Subscribe and like. Leave your email address so you can be a chance to win a car. We're giving away a car. As soon as we get those, a real car. As soon as we get those numbers up.
Not a Temu car.
Yeah, we're going to thank all of our sponsors when we get back. Because this girl to my Timo. We'll be right back. You're listening to 105.1.
The music muscle of the shows.
And V 105.9.
The vibe.
We're from the north to the south. We'll be right back.
Sentado, Anita y tú.
leadership. She's so controlling, I notice it ain't no brain with her. I met her when I was off the porch as a teenager. She said one day I would play with worms and seed paper. We started out young, looking for some identity. Made 1,000 mistakes, but never did we like chemistry. Wrapping my hand around your waist, that was back when you did whatever I say. Dreams of selling, now I got it running block of robbing banks. I wasn't in love with you, didn't know what it was. But you wish you went back to the past just to get a buzz. But you something wanted you, but they weren't committed. Preoccupied playing child back. Remember when Granny died? You looked at me and said, baby, dry your eyes. Depend on me, it's your relief. Let your anger be mine. We was locked in ever since then. So territorial, he even took me away from my friends. Scared of forever, you know nothing else is going to last. Scared to know. Never you want me, you got me to the end of time. Scared to know. Said you gon' see other people can fight and grow with you. When no more holding the pistols in front of stores with you. You want reality, not tragedy, for sure I get you. To tell the truth, I've been pretty used to what open-minded people do. In 2014, I went to Africa, baby. You was my passenger, my private live for all it is. The neighborhood of that for us. Of course, I had to wrap it up. But then for the trash and fabrication, that was rushing me. Wrap it up.
What? I gave you life. I breathe the first minute. I bring the blessings. I gave you power. Bring the rainfall. I gave you hustle.
Then fall right back and love the very moment that I touch you. Together forever, you know nothing else is going to last. It's good to know. Never you want me, you got me to the end of time. It's good to know. You are spontaneous, firecracker, plus our love is dangerous. Life of passion, laughing at you lose your temper, slightly crashing, dumb enough to ill reaction. Ain't no disrespect, highly sensitive, possess some protection, even when it's tragic. So jealous, hate it when I hit the club to get some. Hold them off, rather see me hit the church and get religious. Who you fooling? I know what you doing. You my contradiction. Remember when you caught that body and still working through that sins? Loved you more. When you flip and lose your, I heard you more. It's sexy to me, cause they doubt and hope they grudge some more. Down. I know your favorite movie. It's a Notebook, so good. If they all sell me, get them all booked. My baby boo, you either healed or you killed. But if it's true, it takes some tough skin just to deal with you. Logical explanation don't exist. Flipping pages, chapter after chapter. Probably remarried and head to Vegas. Getting marked out, they can't erase our history. They marchings ain't big enough. They all led by bigotry. My woman and my right hand, my saint and my sin. Ain't no like my, cause that been my pen.
Take you to your then I'm just watching today strong enough. Oh, baby, talking, we don't talk. This song talking, we I see you see me, oh, see what we want. I see you see me, oh, see what we want.
You make me wanna. You make me wanna.
105.9 Dothan, Alabama, the vibe.
Wanna. This is what you do. This is what you do.
We're back.
Hello.
Mona be like, oh my. But anyway, we're back, guys. You're tuning in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the shows.
And V 105.9.
The vibe.
Can we get a little bit more background music?
Sure, why not?
All right, guys, we are back. And as we were talking about all the different things that's going on in our area. And we also was talking about the weather. So make sure you stay weather alert, because Mona was stating on this coming Wednesday that it's going to be bad from the north to the south. So make sure you be alert on the weather, what's going on.
They are predicting snow in some areas. So,
and when we were on break, we got people calling in for tickets. So make sure if you're still interested in getting your tickets for Eric Essence, no matter where you are, but the event is going on in Florence, Alabama. But if you're in South Alabama, you can come as well. The event is going on this coming Sunday, February the 23rd, from 5 to 7. And it will be at the Renaissance Resort and Spa.
I can't wait.
Can you, Mom?
Girl, got me some heels.
Oh, boy. Next week is going to be rehab all week. That's 10.
Tamika.
That's 10 Hightower Place in Florence, Alabama. So make sure you come on out and have a good time for that event. I promise you, if you have not heard some great jazz,
I know
you don't want to be disappointed. So make sure you come on out to that event this coming Sunday down in Dothan.
All right, we just had an Amber Alert.
Yeah, what was that all about?
This phone pulling it up. Okay, it's in Tennessee. And
Mona's getting us more details on the Amber Alert. Phones went off while we were on break. Like I said, we got people calling in for tickets. We got people want to get tickets. If you want to get tickets, you can visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. And the tickets are for Eric Essence this coming Sunday. So make sure you get your tickets.
Yes, it's going to be epic. Okay, the Amber Alert is, it has been issued on behalf of Kingsport Police Department for a 2-year-old Maria Linebaugh. She was last seen this morning in the area of Bowater Drive in Kingsport wearing a blue long sleeve shirt with a hard beige pants and pink shoes. Maria is possibly in the company of Matthew Linebaugh. They are believed to be traveling in a 2010 Silver Ford Crown Victoria with a Tennessee tag BRF 4966. If you have seen Maria or Matthew, call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Okay.
Please do not send tip information through Facebook Messenger. That number is 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Wow.
And apparently it's her dad. I don't know for sure. It's a family member. They got the same last name. If anybody see that little baby or the dad, please call that number.
Wow.
So today, what are we talking about today?
We got a lot to talk about today. Push it down just a little bit. Yeah. We got a lot to talk about, Mona. What you want to talk about?
Forgiveness.
Do
and
you forgive people?
Forgetting. I do. It might take a while, but yeah, I do. It's hard sometimes. It depends on the severity of what they have done to you. But the way my heart is set up, I'm going to have to forgive you eventually. And I hear a lot of people say, I forgive you, but I won't forget. And you're not going to forget. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard you try to forget, you're not going to forget that.
But my thing of it is, even if you, just say I do something to you. And I tell you, you say, I forgive you. And then, but my biggest problem is a lot of people say they forgive you, but if they get mad at you again,
they'll bring it up.
Man,
they haven't forgot. But the thing about that is, I mean, how can you forget? And you're not going to be the same as it was before whatever happened.
I think it can be the same.
But you think so?
Well, let me explain.
Okay.
I think it could be you can forgive and you put it on the back burner as forget. But if it happens again, you're not going to forget that.
So you don't think You'll forgive the second time?
No.
You wouldn't forgive the second time?
First time, I might can do work with.
First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Third time, ain't gonna happen.
Well, I just feel like sometimes we allow people to continue to do things to us, and they know your weakness, so they're going to continue to do it to you. I think people just keep pushing your button to see how far you're going to take it.
I think it's a lot of people out there that does that, but my thing is, I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to keep forgiving you. But
the Lord forgives us.
I'm not going to be around you, though. You know what I'm saying? The first time, okay.
Mona, I don't even see you the first time letting them go.
I would. I would. It might take a day or two, but I would forgive. Mm-hmm. And then, but I'm going to handle you different. Okay. We're going to be, you know, and then the second time, if you do it again, I'm going to forgive you again, but I'm not going to be around you. I forgive you. Mm-hmm. I won't forget. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie and say I'll forget. You got like, oh, I forgive you. Yeah, I done forgot all about that. No, you haven't.
No. You never forget. You never forget whatever. That was just like you were talking about earlier about Drake them.
Oh my gosh.
So do you think Drake should forgive I mean,
okay. I don't know. You should always forgive. But Drake has been going through it. He said he's unbothered. They showed him walking on stage with, it looked like gun holes in his sweatsuit, mm-hmm. and smoke coming out of it, and it's still standing or something like that. And I don't know. He's on tour right now.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta sting a whole lot. This man, they got on national TV with so many millions of people watching. He looked in the camera and said, "Say Drake."
So I thought you were saying Drake did this.
No, Kendrick did that at the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Drake was on tour.
Yes, okay.
And Australia, I think. Mm-hmm. But he was at a party and they was playing not like they were playing not like they petty. They being real petty. Mm-hmm. And you know I'm there for the smoke. But I don't know. That's a big one right there. So, he should forgive, but because he started it all. Mm-hmm. You don't go to no gunfight with no knife. Okay. Don't take no knife to a gunfight.
So you feel like if you started, you should be able to forgive.
If you started, you should be able to finish it. But if you started and you get hurt in the process, yes, you should forgive. You got to forgive yourself first for letting yourself get beat up like that. But then again, that goes back to, I mean, you have to forgive. If you don't, it'll eat you up inside.
Yeah. So what do y'all think?
It ain't hurt nobody but you.
I know, because it causes all type of sickness, and a lot of people think
stress.
Yes, ulcers, all kinds of stuff. But you know, what do y'all think? Y'all call in and get in on the conversation. Should you forgive and forget?
The number is 256-365-1000.
Is it that easy? Some people, I mean, a lot of people don't think it's just that easy for you to forgive.
It's not. It ain't easy for me to forgive. I will forgive, but it'll take a while. Just be patient with me. We have a call.
Hey, great. How you doing this morning?
We're good. How are you?
I'm feeling a whole lot much better already right now.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes, listen, to forgive and forget is a blessing, because, you know, after all, I pray about everything, because that man sit high and look low, and he's going to take care of that. So I don't worry about it. Yes, I forgive it and I forget about it. Because one day on down the line, you're going to need me before I need you.
That's right.
So pray about it and go on and let it go, baby. That's all I got to say. Love you all and have a blessed day.
Love you too, Miss Bonnie. Bye.
Y'all too. I love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Miss Bonnie. Miss Bonnie said, "You gonna need me before I need you,"
and that's true. Most of the time, when people they sit there and set up whole grudges and stuff, burn bridges and everything, and then have to come back to the person
right
that they done hurt and stuff. They don't think about it at the moment.
That's what I was just gonna say. A lot of people don't think about how they affect people or how they hurt people at that time. They feel like, well, it's just,
a lot of people try to be so nonchalant and tough and hardened and stuff like that. I don't care about nobody. I don't need nobody. You need people.
Yeah, or they'll hurt somebody and they'll say, well, she's nice and she'll forgive you. She'll forget about it. I think nice people get tired too.
Every dog has his day. Dogs get tired. But what I'm trying to say is, in the choir, I sing the song, you never really know what it means to need somebody until you fall down. Mm-hmm. And when you fall down, you're going to need somebody.
So you listening to the words you sing now?
Uh-huh. I mean, when I was a child, I didn't understand what I was singing. I was just up there singing. But now, it means a lot. Mm-hmm. It hit different now.
It does hit different. But y'all call in, and we're talking about forgiveness and forgetting.
Well, this says that forgiveness and forgetting are both important for moving on from pain, but they are not the same thing. Forgiveness involves letting go of resentment, while forgetting means choosing not to dwell on the painful memories. Do you agree with that?
Say that again.
Forgiveness involves letting go of resentment, while forgetting means choosing not to dwell on the painful memories.
I can agree with that. But I think you have to let go of both of them.
So you think you need to forget in order to forgive?
I do. I really do.
I don't know. I don't feel that way, because I can forgive somebody and I could be cordial with you and we could talk and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to forget how you move.
But
because you ain't going to change overnight.
Right. But do you think it could be something that we as a person could have done to affect to bring on the problem?
Sometimes we are the problem, but
we don't see
you got to forgive yourself.
But sometimes
some people can't forgive themselves, so they're not going to forgive other people.
True, but then too, we don't look at our faults. We think, okay, this person just crazy anyway.
They probably is, but but I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm the problem. You got to look at it.
Mona, you growing up, girl.
Girl, stop.
Ooh, y'all, Mona showing out. Mona says sometimes I might be the problem.
I might be the problem. It might be me. I might be delusional.
Because a long time ago, Mona said that she ain't never the problem.
No.
All right, Mona.
Kendrick said, be humble. Sit down. Man, Kendrick done had me in a chokehold ever since the Super Bowl.
I see.
I'm not even gonna lie. Kendrick done had me in the Super. He got me in the chokehold. The thing about the Super Bowl that I liked about Kendrick's performance is that everybody was fully covered. I mean, the only skin you saw pretty much was Serena Williams. Serena Williams doing the crip walk, and she was dressed appropriately.
Yeah, she had on what she'll wear at a tennis match.
And I'm just tired of all these bitter people with all these negative comments and stuff, like that sports announcer trying to mess up Serena's marriage and stuff. Dude, that's why you haven't been married. You know what I'm saying? Come on. He said that if he was Serena Williams' husband, he would have left her because she out there trying to get back at her ex or whatever. And her husband said that was a great performance.
Great.
That's a real man that understands. She didn't do that for Drake. She did that for herself. Because for those who don't know, Serena got in trouble for doing the crip walk when she won Wimbledon. And they criticized her and everything. So she said Kendrick called her up and said, hey, I saw what you did at Wimbledon. You want to come and do it at the
Super Bowl.
Kendrick is petty, so he probably did it for Drake. But
his motive wasn't right.
But I just feel like he's really all about transparency or whatever. And it's a lot of people that's trying to mess up his character.
When do you think you should let go, and when is a grudge justified?
When should you let go of forgiveness? When you should forgive somebody? You should do it right then and there, but we are human. So no, that's not going to happen. Not for real, for real. It depends on what that person has done to you. If that person has put pain on you, just all kind of troubles and trials and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to forgive them right off. It takes a while.
And when should you, the grudge should be justified? I
don't think you should ever have a grudge.
And I don't think you should justify anything.
No,
I don't think so. Y'all, I think it's a good conversation today. So y'all make sure y'all call in. We thank Miss Bunny for calling in.
Thank you, Miss Bunny.
Make sure y'all call in.
And Miss Bunny gonna tell you who she is. She don't care.
That's right.
256-365-1000.
So make sure y'all call in and get in on the conversation. We're talking about forgiveness versus forgetting. Is true forgiveness possible without forgetting?
Yes.
Mona, be back.
Yes, it is. I mean, because how can you forget?
Right.
You can't forget. But I forgive you
without forgetting.
I forgive you, but I ain't gonna forget what you done to me.
Y'all call in.
This says about forgiveness. It involves acknowledging the harm that has been done.
See, a lot of people can't acknowledge they done anything wrong.
No. And I mean, even asking for forgiveness. Some people pride is so big that they cannot swallow their pride and be like, hey, can you please forgive me for what I've done to you?
And I've been in situations or seen situations where people would do something to you. They'll probably cuss you out like a dog. And they said, if you wouldn't been looking at my head that way, I wouldn't have done it.
It was your fault.
Yeah.
That's a narcissist.
Mona got a name for everything. Yeah, but y'all call in, get in on the conversation. And while you're doing that, also make sure you visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org and get those tickets. We don't want you to forget about it. Because I promise you, Eric Essence is going to be in Florence, Alabama this coming Sunday at the Renaissance Resort and Spa, and you do not want to miss it. It's going to be a night of love, a night of fun, and a night of fellowship. So come on out and have a good time, because I know I'm going to have one.
I know that's real.
I'm ready.
It's I saw on social media this man, they was at an event, and the man had took his wife, and his side piece was
so he couldn't enjoy himself.
Nah, because he was so worried about what the side piece was doing with her date.
Oh my gosh. Now that's funny.
That's crazy. Okay, this says forgiveness requires remembering the offense, including associated thoughts, emotions, or physical sensations.
Yeah, but you gotta forget.
You gotta forget it?
I think you need to forget.
How can you forget it?
In order to move on, you gotta forget.
I move on, but it still be a little piece of that in my head, and I'd be like, okay, can't get too close to that person. It say forgiveness can improve mental and physical health, lead to resolution and personal growth, and restore relationships.
I definitely agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Yeah,
because you can be so stressed out about
situation,
what somebody has done to you. That person is going on about their business, happy, going on trips and doing everything. Ed just came back and lost a little weight, and you sitting over here gaining weight, sick, headache, everything, because you can't forgive what this person has done to you. It says forgiveness and forgetting in relationships, couples can decide not to refer to a distressing interaction and not to emphasize it. You believe that?
Mm-hmm.
It say by not actively retrieving the memory, and retrieval pathways become less accessible and the memory becomes more difficult to find. So it takes time. It's a time thing. It's a time process. And I got a problem with time.
Yes.
So
I was also in the news.
Lord.
We were also talking about we talking about forgiveness.
Mhm.
And in Carbon County, they have once again. I want to know what Principal Satchel, he's the principal at Carbon County. You think he should forgive them folks?
He probably has because he keep winning.
I know.
He already know that God got him because
Exactly.
every time they done came at him with them weapons,
But
what did it do? It didn't prosper.
Yeah, they don't want to need to be at the house.
Pretty much, they're holding grudges. That's a grudge right there. They won't let it go.
They holding grudges, and then they are sitting there wasting taxpayers' money.
How many times they done tried this man,
forever,
and they keep coming at him because they can't win. When God is on your side, baby, if he's for you, who can be against you?
It's crazy. So the Alabama Court of Civil Appeals upholds the reinstatement of Carbon County High School principal Mitchell Satchel. This happened on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
The Day of Love. So the Alabama Court appealed, gave a unanimous ruling affirming a Carbon County Circuit Court. The Carbon County Circuit Court had already told them reinstate the man.
Right.
Now, they done did the same thing, the Alabama court.
So what they doing next? What's next?
I ain't no telling. Leave this man alone. Let him go back and finish his years.
That is crazy.
It's past crazy. Let him go back to work. And you got other stuff to fight.
Yeah, they trying to take him through there, but I think he's unbothered.
It look like he need to be, because they done took that I'm like, y'all taking this too far.
And pressure bust pipes. So
well, he might need to bust a couple of them pipes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because it's crazy.
Yeah, they he probably has already forgiven them. I mean, it just depends on your walk in faith.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they're steadily doing it. I feel like it's just unnecessary now.
How many times did God forgive in the Bible?
Oh, 7 times 7. It just kept on
gotta
going.
Keep on forgiving regardless of the situation. I mean, but you do not have to be around these people. Out of sight, out of mind. Then you forget.
Right. Also in the news in Huntsville, it's a pizza place in Huntsville. They're doing threats to Valentina's pizza owner over Trump pizza box. He's making a pizza box.
Oh Lord, with Trump on it.
Yes.
Make America great again.
But inside of the pizza box, he got all the presidents in there. So on the outside is Trump, but in the inside,
it's all the other presidents.
All the other presidents in the lid of the pizza box, and so they all can come back, basically. And the people are threatening. They're targeting. He has high school students that works there, and people are targeting them. They're threatening to burn his business down. He said he using all them pizza boxes until they over.
I don't blame him. That's money.
That's what he said. He said it ain't gonna bother him.
Made in America.
That's what his philosophy was. He said it's made in America. It don't matter who the president is.
Oh my goodness.
So they're threatening the pizza place.
Well, I mean, so you think them people should forgive him for putting Trump on the box?
He put all the presidents on the box. He said
he put Trump on the outside.
He put Trump on the outside and put everybody else on the inside.
Well, my.
Yeah, so he don't care. But But yeah, they're threatening. They threaten his business, and they just targeting him.
Well, I mean, this Trump thing has got out of control.
You think so?
Yes, it's way out of control, and I mean, he's the president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We could have done something about that, but some of us chose not to. So, I mean, I just don't feel like they should even say anything.
Well, I think things were going to happen the way it's happening, regardless of the fact, because the Lord has to get
everything happened for a reason.
Yes, everything happens for a reason, and the Lord, sometimes He got to put things in perspective or put things in our face in order to allow us to come back to Him, because we got so busy on worshiping everything and everybody, and we don't worship Him.
Well,
but I feel like I don't think I really just lost focus of God.
Mm-hmm.
But my focus is more on Him now. Girl, I went in the grocery store to buy some eggs the other day.
I ain't gonna talk about that.
I don't grocery shop because it's just me, and it's cheaper for me to just go get a meal from somewhere else. Man, I took.
It used to be cheaper to buy groceries.
Man, I said I'm gonna continue eating out.
I don't know about all that, but see, you by yourself, so you ain't gotta worry about that.
Man, we gonna eat
JV like a grown man, so it's just like our bill be pretty high when we go out to eat. So I would rather cook, honestly, because when I cook enough so we could have leftovers.
Well, I buy
and stuff
enough,
like
I
that.
buy enough to have leftovers. Because after buying them eggs the other day,
my God, I done bought so many eggs.
I don't think I'll be going back to the grocery store.
I think we're finna have a chicken farm.
Yes. We're gonna continue doing. I go to the grocery store now and I buy a couple of cases of water, and I'm not against drinking out the water at the faucet. So,
girl, that water ain't good.
Nothing is good now.
It ain't, but they said that honestly, allegedly. It's a letter in the mail, and I don't even open my utility bill. But I don't. I'm scared. Have you been seeing the utility bills on?
Yes.
My sister, I know she don't care because she posted it. Her bill was $1,300.
Yes, I think she.
And somebody put on there, do you live in a mansion? You must have a mansion. And I mean, when your bill is normally $200 and then it go up to $1,300, something ain't right. Something is not right. I was so scared to look at mine. I didn't even look at it. I could just call them and ask them.
Well, she better get somebody out there to look.
Because I was gonna ask them if it was $1,300. I was gonna, when y'all coming to turn it off. I'm serious.
You gonna stand it off?
I'm gonna do something. Get it out the mud. Yeah, I mean, because that's a lot of money for somebody to come up with, and these jobs ain't paying too much of nothing.
No, we didn't get cost of living on that.
But you was talking about the eggs, and for everybody that don't buy eggs has went up extremely high. Last time I went, they were $9 for the 18 pack, and I was like, I went into Walmart. You know, they had stole them eggs.
Who stole eggs?
Them people stole 100,000 eggs from the chicken place, from the egg place.
Is that why they so high?
I think that's why they so high. And Walmart had a shortage. They didn't have none on the shelf. I was going to do a video of it. They had the half a cartons, 6 eggs for $4.
Oh my!
So
I guess that's the same as 12 eggs for $8.
So if you guys have a chicken farm and you want to sell some eggs, make sure they're the good eggs. I'm gonna put them in the water, make sure they don't float. It's call us and let us know. 256-712-2886.
So if you would like to advertise your chicken business, make sure you call us.
And if you sell the eggs pretty cheap, I'll probably pay for the advertisement.
Look at Mona
you paying for them eggs. When you bake and stuff like that, that's expensive. And then you got to raise your price for what you're doing. And then people are looking at you sideways like, hey, why is this so high? I'd be like, you buy the eggs, I'll take it off.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just ridiculous.
But yeah, so make sure if you'd like to be one of our sponsors here at the station, you can call us at 256-712-2887, or you can visit us, send us a message, an email that's info@Knox Media Group Inc. So if you have any public service announcements, make sure you send them to us so we can make sure we're at these different events. And the email address again is info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. If you want us there, make sure you send us that email.
Yes, guys, we are talking about forgiveness and forgetting what the person has done. My thoughts on that is you can forgive without forgetting, because, I mean, how can you forget what somebody has done to you? You can, like I said, if they are not around you, out of sight, out of mind, and then you'll forget about it, I think. But when they come back around, you're going to be like,
Gonna be looking at them sideways. Yeah, I understand.
This, we was talking about how when you don't forgive somebody, it could hurt you. It could kill you. Stress can kill you.
Mm-hmm.
This article said that unforgiveness make us feel angry, cold, hard, bitter, and resentful. The impact of unforgiveness can be physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Yes, you may feel justified in your anger. And you know, when you get mad, can't nobody tell you nothing.
You
so when I get mad, I want to lock myself in the room, because I am not responsible for what I do. I'm just saying, I just don't like getting mad. And they say you can choose what you desire, your anger or freedom from anger. And the New Testament in the Bible, the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18.
All right, teacher,
Jesus tells a parable about a man who refuses to forgive someone even after he has been forgiven. And Jesus describes the consequences of that unforgiveness as being like torture. When we don't forgive, we are deciding to hold on to the offense. We focus on our plans, we focus on our pain, and choose to relieve the moment that offended us whenever the offender comes nearby.
All right. We're going to take us a quick little break. Mona, give me some music. And we're talking about forgetting and forgiveness. So are you forgetting and forgiving? That's the question at hand.
Well,
so make sure you keep it on your mind. Keep it locked into your baddest radio station from the north to the south. That's 105.9.
Dothan, Alabama, Divide.
And 105.1.
The music muscle of the shows.
All right, guys. We'll be right back. We're going to listen to us a little music. We'll be right back.
First we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. But now you're getting comfortable, ain't doing those things you did no more. You're slowly making me pay for things your money should be handling. And now you ask to use my car, drive it all day and don't fill up the tank. And you have the audacity to even come and step to me, ask to hold some money from me until you get your check next week. You're trifling, good for nothing type of brother. Silly me, why haven't I found another? A baller, when times get hard, need someone to help me out, instead of a scrub like you who don't know what a man's about. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Can you maybe chill? I want you to, so you can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Now you've been maxing on my car, pay me back credit, buy me gifts with my own hands. Haven't paid the first bill, but you're still heading to the mall, going on shopping sprees, perpetrating to your friends that you be falling. And then you use my cell phone, calling whoever that you think is home. And then when the bill comes, all of a sudden you be acting dumb. Don't know none of these calls come from. Your I'm gonna feel more than once. You trifling, good for nothing type of brother. Silly me, why haven't I found another? A baller. When times get hard, need someone to help me out. Instead of a scrub like you who don't know what a man's about. Pay your bills, keep paying my telephone bills. Keep paying my bills. I don't think you do. So you and me are through. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile? Oh, no, you and me are through. You trifling, good for nothing type of brother. Nothing. Why haven't I found another? Trifling, good for nothing type of brother. Trifling, can you pay the bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile? I don't think you do. So you and me are through. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile? I don't think you do. So you can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile? Can you pay my chill? I don't think you do. So you and me are through. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Then maybe we could chill. I don't think you do. So you and me are through.
Thou shalt confess.
Hey, everybody, we are back.
We're back. That's me.
That's you.
That's me. I think you don't like me to be on.
Oh, I love for you to be on.
That's all right. You coming back by yourself now.
Don't act like that.
All right, guys, you're tuning in to 105.9
Dalton, Alabama, the vibe.
And 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
Thank you for tuning in for the lunchtime show with the old school preacher, the church secretary. And that's me.
And the choir president.
All right, guys. I had somebody call the other day say, who is are you the secretary or are you the choir president? I said, one is taller than the other.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's what it is. One of us taller than another. Okay, but make sure you visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org and get your tickets to see Eric Essence. That's this coming Sunday, February the 23rd. It's going down at 10 Hightower Place, Florence, Alabama, at the Renaissance Resort and Spa, formerly known as the Marriott. He will be there. He's a jazz musician. So Eric Essen and a 5-piece band will be in town. So you can come on up from Dothan if you want to and be part of it. But you can get your tickets online or you can call us here at the station and we'll help you out. That number here at the station is 256-712-2888. So make sure you give us a call and get your tickets. I promise you, it's going to be nice. I had someone call in a little while ago, so they want to get it as a gift. So that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
So make sure if you want to get a birthday gift, a late Valentine's gift, or just because gift, or as our topic say, forgive me gift, because our topic today is forgetting and forgiving. So that's a good thing. So make sure you do that. If you want to forgive and forget, say, please forgive me and go see Eric Essence with me.
It's going to be nice. I can't wait to go get all dolled up and cute.
You're going to be dolled up and cute.
Uh-huh.
All right. We're going to see. All right, guys. So make sure y'all do that. And like I say, it's going to be this coming Saturday. This coming Sunday, February 23rd. So make sure you get your tickets. I got people calling in now.
From 5 to 9
in Florence, Alabama. All right, let's celebrate some birthdays. If you want to get it as a birthday present, make sure you do that. And if you like to give a birthday shout out, you can also call us here on our call-in line. The call-in line is 256-365-1000, and call in and give your birthday or anniversary shout out. So
or
do
the
that.
Birth of a baby, anything you want to.
Yeah, so we got a lot going on. So it's a birthday. Let's hear.
It's your birthday. All right. Black celebrity birthday is born on February the 17th.
Who you got, Mona B?
Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Shantae Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Brown.
Okay.
Nicole Mitchell. And Scotty Carter.
Okay.
Happy birthday, guys.
All right. I got a couple of birthdays. Today is Courtney Daniel. She was my college roommate.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Courtney. Pastor Carlos Felton. Birthday is today. And those are only birthdays I have for Facebook birthdays.
Happy birthday, y'all.
Who you got?
I have Ryan Russell.
Okay, happy birthday.
Danny Payne. 5 Thoroughbred.
So you don't even know them. I know you don't know them.
Danny A. Payne. Carlos Thompson. Florence Noops. Major Koger. Steve Randolph. Terrell Crowson. And Monica Adenisa.
Happy birthday, guys, even if she tore your name up. But
I did.
If you have a birthday,
happy birthday.
If you have a birthday or anniversary you'd like to celebrate, no matter where you are, if you're in the Wiregrass or the Shoals area, make sure you give us a call and you can be live on the radio and tell those people happy birthday. Our call-in line number is 256-365-1000. And as I stated earlier, today we are talking about forgiving and forgetting. Is it just that easy?
Mm-mm. It's hard. It's really hard. And I mean, you got to be a special kind of person to just automatically forgive somebody. They hurting you. You sitting there hurt, your heart just on the floor. And you can say, okay, I forgive you.
Mm. Hey, truck driver.
What's up?
Truck driver don't call no more, dude.
Nah, he don't call no more. He don't like us.
He don't like us no more.
Mm-mm.
Well.
We have a caller.
All right, guys. You're live on 105.1 and 105.9.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. I was calling about the forgiving. It's hard to forgive, when somebody, hurt your loved one or they didn't apologize. And, my husband, got killed, and it's hard for me to forgive the other person when they didn't even ask,
Mm-hmm.
That would be a hard
really
one.
hard.
That would be
I
hard.
can't forgive right now.
So, do you want to forgive that person?
They didn't come to ask me for forgiveness, and plus, my husband is dead, and I can't see him no more. So, it's right there,
Yes, ma'am.
So sometimes I feel like, if a person even acknowledged their wrong, it's easier for someone to forgive. So I think that's what you're trying to say. If they have even acknowledged it, or asked for your forgiveness, you probably could move past it. I know it would never bring your husband back.
That's why it's real hard.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
It never would bring him back, but at least you would have that comfort of knowing, what you did ask for forgiveness. And that's always
that you actually I'm a Christian, I couldn't even live a day if I had harmed somebody, without going to that person, or hurt somebody's feelings and to ask for forgiveness.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
I truly understand. We thank you for calling in. Thank you for tuning in to the baddest radio station from the north to the south. Keep it locked in with us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So I mean, and in that instance, I can feel on both ways.
I can too,
But
and
you know
that's
what was
hard.
but you know what was the deepest thing that she said, and I really really thought a lot of her as a person, and a lot of people still couldn't. She said even if they would just call, I mean not even call, even acknowledge their wrong,
Mm-hmm.
she would be able to forgive. And that's what a lot of people be wanting. Just acknowledge you're wrong. Acknowledge that you hurt me.
Man, that's still that's a deep one right
But
there.
you know what? It is deep. But as being a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we supposed to
You got to stay prayed up and try to
I
pray your way through. That's the
I
only
applaud
thing.
her for that.
Yes.
Because that's big. You know, you actually have to do that. You actually have to. And that's a lot of our problem as people. I don't think we are. We want to acknowledge our wrong. We too cocky. We
too prideful.
Too prideful. We're not humble. You know, all of that plays in effect. You know, that affect the situation. When you got so much pride, I'm like, and I teach my kids that don't ever be too prideful for anything. You know, even if I hurt you, you should be able to come to me and say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because not all the time people know that they've hurt you. But in that situation, yeah, you truly definitely know.
Yeah, that person knows it hurt somebody.
Right. But you know, I applaud her because that's big. And a lot of people you have to get to that situation where you got to be able to acknowledge you're wrong.
Well, thank you, caller. And we pray that you could someday forgive that person.
All right. We thank you for calling in.
And this right here, what I'm going to tell you, goes with what she was saying. It says to forgive someone, you can acknowledge the pain you feel, understand the situation from their perspective, and consciously choose to forgive. Let go of the hurt, practice empathy, and consider if reconciliation is necessary, depending on the situation. Remember that forgiveness is a process and it may take time. That's what I've been saying. It's a time, man. It's all about timing.
That's it. So that was pretty good. Thank you for calling in. But if you got, as again, our topic today is forgetting and forgiving. If you'd like to call in and give your input, thank each person for calling in today, or you can put your message on our YouTube page or Facebook, and they are both Knox Media Group. But also make sure you go and like and subscribe our V1059 Dothan page as well. That's on Facebook. We thank you. We have a lot of different platforms. You can follow us on Facebook, iHeartMusic, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Music, Twitch, Pandora, Roku, Knox Media Group, our website, our newspaper online that shows up news, and you can hear us on the car dial. That's 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, 105.9, the vibe, and 1500 AM, the winning worship radio. So we got several different ways to keep you locked in, but make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor, and let's not forget about our app, Knox Media Group. So if you would like to be one of our sponsors, you get to be on all of our different platforms. And the good part about our app is no matter where you are, you can always listen to us. Because I know a lot of people say, I don't have a radio in the house. Pull up the app.
Pull up the app.
Because you're going to have on your phone. Because most people going to have that telephone.
And a whole bunch of people on Facebook. So get on the Facebook page, YouTube page.
Yeah, so make sure you do that.
I hope something that we say today can help somebody.
Right.
Because there are key steps to consider in forgiveness. And one of them is acknowledge your emotions. Recognize the hurt and pain that you're experiencing and don't try to suppress it. Don't try to suppress that pain. Let it out. And I believe that's a big part of forgiving somebody is recognizing your hurt. Know why you're hurting, the hurt that you're experiencing. Know why, and don't try to hold it in, because I mean, pressure, like I just said, pressure busts pipes. So if you hold that in and you don't talk to somebody about it or go get help or whatever you have to do to let that go, you might explode one day and on the wrong person. So try to recognize the hurt and pain you're experiencing and don't suppress it. It say reflect on the situation, analyze what happened and why, considering the other person's perspective and potential motivations. Okay, like our caller had called in and said that somebody murdered her husband. That's a deep one right there. And when you analyze what happened, I don't know how that went about, but if somebody kills somebody, there's no reason. I just don't feel like it's no reason to kill another human being unless that person is causing harm to you or your family. That would be the only way that I could hurt somebody, if they were trying to mess with me or my family. Practice empathy. Try to understand the other person's feeling in situations, even if you don't agree with their actions. And you should try to look at the situation from both parts. And I feel like I have so much empathy in me that somebody could do something really bad to me. And I think about, okay, well, I don't know what that person went through before they came to me. So it could have been something that happened to them and they didn't know how to handle it. And then I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I caught the bad part of it. It says, make a conscious decision to forgive. Choose to let go of the resentment and the anger, understanding that forgiveness is for your own well-being. That goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You got to let it go. You got to let go of that resentment because it could kill you. The stress and the pressure that it has on your heart and your mind and your body and your soul. Oh, Lord. It's just like when you don't forgive somebody, it eats away at you from the inside out. People could tell that you're going through something when you can't forgive somebody because you're angry, you're mad, and you're ill. And most of the time you're doing that to the wrong person. So just try to forgive, let it go, take it to God and leave it there. Release the control. Accept that you cannot control the other person's actions, only your own. Respond to them. And I have forgiven people that hadn't even asked for forgiveness because I had to search my heart. And I don't want that in my heart when I stand before God. I don't want to be like, nah, I didn't forgive that person for what they did to me. But you have to forgive. And I mean, it's easier said than done because that's one of the hardest things that you have to do in life is to forgive somebody. And somebody might say, oh, you're just saying that. No, for me, I'm talking about for me. I don't know about how you are. I can truly say that I have forgiven people that has done so much dirt to me. And I went to them and told them, hey, I forgive you. I love you, but I don't have to be around you just because I forgive you. That's just my thoughts. It say consider reconciliation. Depending on the situation, you might choose to repair the relationship with the person you're forgiving. And in certain situations, you can't forgive the person for what they done because it might not even be a big deal. But when it's one of them deep things that they done to you and it cuts so deep, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to forgive in that situation. It's gonna take time. I'm not gonna forgive you the same day you did that to me because I'm gonna be angry and I'm not gonna be around you. And like I said, I'm not responsible for what I do to you. So I'm gonna stay away from you. It says I'm being real.
People say, look, they probably say, what Tamika, that shit and went and left Mona in there by herself. Mona going on. Mona getting y'all.
I mean, I'm just saying you gotta forgive people because it I know for a fact it happened to me. I couldn't forgive somebody. And I went down. I felt so dark. And I just had to forgive that person. I went to that person. I said, I forgive you. I love you and I forgive you. But I don't be around that person no more.
Yeah, it's crazy though. So much be happening and people, it's just sometimes, do you ever feel like forgiveness could be, a lot of people take, me tell you one thing I hate a lot of.
Okay.
I hate texting.
You don't like texting?
No, because people, well, I don't like texting and definitely don't like talking to you on the phone because folks take your words. I like texting. Well, at least,
you like face to face.
At least with texting, you can understand. I mean, you can go back and read it over and over to try to get an understanding. But sometimes people take your text wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you got to go back and try to say, that's not what I was saying and that's not what I meant.
And I feel you on that. I do, because sometimes people can text you and you're like, what's their problem? But you got to see body language. That's what you're saying. You want to see the facial expression and stuff.
Because I mean, the texting, but I don't like over the phone because folks would say, well, you said that. No, that ain't what I said.
Right.
Yeah.
They can turn it around.
Turn it around. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a really big texter. Something that tore my hair up. I mean, I'm flying everywhere.
I think, is it windy?
It was windy this morning. Well, it was windy yesterday, I think. It was just, I don't know, this weather's crazy.
Well, here's another one for you. Seek support if needed. If you're struggling to forgive, consider talking to a therapist or a counselor or a best friend. Or do like me, call an African or somebody that you don't.
Oh my God, there she go with that.
And talk to them because they don't know who you're talking about.
But then, do you think they're gonna give you bad advice?
I don't do it for advice. I do it for venting. I have to let it. I have to get it off of me.
Okay.
I don't want that on me. So and a lot of people be like, take it to God and leave it there, and you can do that too. But I talk to people and let it off me, and then I take it to God.
Only Mona.
I mean, I'm just saying that's what I do. But like I said, I hope whatever we are saying helps somebody, because somebody needs to hear this. Somebody's out there right now struggling with forgiveness, struggling with forgiving somebody that has done something to them. And some important points to remember. Forgiveness is a process. Mm-hmm. It may take time and effort to fully forgive someone. And I've said it from the beginning, it's a time process. It take time to forgive them folks that cut you deep. It say forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. You can acknowledge the hurt while choosing to let go of the negative emotions. Forgiveness is for you. The primary benefit of forgiveness is for your own mental and emotional well-being. Not all situations require reconciliation. You can forgive somebody without needing to reestablish the relationship with them.
Okay. I just got a story. It just came up on Newsbreak.
Mm-hmm.
A woman claims a Dothan store left dangerous needles in container and she got hurt. That ain't the part that bothers me.
Okay, say it again. A woman did what?
A woman claims a Dothan store left dangerous needles in a container and she got hurt.
Okay. So,
okay.
Why was she in the container?
I think it was one of those needle containers.
Oh, okay. The hazardous thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Why was she in there?
Why was she even buying it? I mean, but that ain't even the issue. That's not the issue I have.
What's the issue?
The issue that I have is she filed this on Friday.
Okay.
This past Friday. And claimed that she was at the store in July the 6th of 2024.
And she just... So how did she get hurt? What happened to her?
Says she purchased a medical sharps container, which she alleged that the store previously returned to original box after someone else used it. So she said it was back in the original box and everything. After the doing, she did not know that the box contained several medical needles. So when she went to put her hand in.
What was she put her hand in there for? I mean, I'm just asking the question that a lot of people want to know.
She claims that one of the needles was probing through the side of the container and cut her as she removed from the box.
Okay, and then what?
Causing serious and permanent bodily injury and financially
needle?
and a financial hardship. But
Did she catch a disease or something?
The issue that I see with this, why did you wait 9 months?
That's not even my issue.
Okay, what's yours?
Why did you put your hand in that box?
She was trying to pull it out the box.
Trying to pull what out the box?
The container was in the box.
Okay. Still don't get it. But, people do crazy things and then they wait a year.
And then now, I guess she's filing
for medical bills or something.
Filing complaint. And then I guess she wants them to forgive her too.
But hold up. The needle cut her.
Mm-hmm. And caused financial problem, I guess,
because she wasn't able to work
because the needle cut her.
The needle stuck her.
Cut her or something. Damaged her.
She got a finger prick.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, hey. Let's see if she win it.
That is crazy.
That is really. But why do people do stupid stuff and then want to sue somebody else for it?
I don't know. That was a news break.
That was different. Okay, then. I hope she gets
I hope she's able to forgive.
She's gonna have to be able to forgive. She needs to forgive herself for reaching down in that box. You know better than that. It got hazardous on it.
Yes.
And if she was in it, she's apparently been trained to work in the medical field. I'm assuming.
I don't know.
My word.
There wasn't enough details on that story.
Well, all right then.
Like I said, what caught my eye was the dates.
So, Tamika, I got to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Why is it so easy to hold a grudge?
Because it's human nature. People just feel like they can hold a grudge then forgive. That's just something we do. Or something people do. Because that ain't something I like to do. I don't like holding grudges. But I have people that hold grudges against me.
What you do to them? You did something bad.
Probably because of the way my hair flying away. It could be anything.
Well, honey, we ain't gonna talk about that because my lashes is not on. I don't put them on when the wind blows because sometimes
they gonna fly away.
They just be flapping, and I'm like, oh Lord.
That's a good question. Y'all call in. We still got some minutes left. Y'all call in and let us know, why do you think people hold grudges? The number is 256-365-1000. We thank all of the callers that we have had today. They've been very helpful.
Yes, and I hope we're helping somebody.
Yeah, so call us and let us know what you think.
Well, let me tell you what this say about it.
What did it say?
Being hurt by someone, particularly someone you love and trust, can cause anger, sadness, and confusion. If you dwell on hurtful events or situation, grudges filled with resentment and hostility can take root. If you allow negative feelings to crowd out positive feelings, you might find yourself swallowed up by the bitterness or a sense of injustice. Some people are naturally more forgiving than others. I feel like I forgive pretty good.
You think you're more forgiving?
I am. Yeah, okay. I forgive people that have done some dirty stuff. Girl, when my book come out, you'll see. I'm name dropping. I'm putting everybody in it. I'm putting names in it.
She writing a book now, y'all.
The names in it. They gonna know who I'm talking about. But even if
you're gonna be in this newspaper.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the news. Be on Fox First 48. But even if you tend to hold grudges, almost anyone can learn to be more forgiving. So, holding a grudge, that's just weird to me.
It's especially weird to hold a grudge.
If that person, say for instance, you didn't give somebody a piece of bubble gum. Well, you remember in first grade when you didn't give me that piece of bubble gum?
Sit down.
And y'all in college.
You ain't needed no way.
People hold crazy grudges. And the effects on holding a grudge, if you struggle with finding forgiveness, you might, bring anger and bitterness to a new relationship and experience. You sitting there mad and bitter, you go into a new relationship, you taking that with you. That's baggage. You become so wrapped up in the wrong that you can't enjoy the present.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you move on for the future if you
can't.
still holding on to the past?
Right.
You become depressed and irritable and anxious. Feel at odds with your spiritual beliefs. Some people question God. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the severity of what that person has done to you. You lose valuable, enriching connections with other people. So basically, you holding a grudge with somebody, say for instance, one of your church members. So the other church members gonna get involved, and they gonna feel like they gotta pick sides.
Right. And I can't stand that. If I wrong you, come to me, because I may not even realize that I did. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then you take it to everybody else. What they can do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Talk about it.
And make the situation worse. That's what I feel.
Well, I feel like, say for instance, you're a person that you need forgiveness. You done something to somebody. And you know you done something. You know you were wrong. And you wanted to go to that person and ask for forgiveness. How do you do that?
How do you forgive them?
How do you go to the person if you're the person that need that person to forgive you? It's heavy on your heart. You know you was the one that did wrong.
Well, first you're gonna have to wait. It ain't something you can go right then, because they already got a guard up.
So time. It takes time.
It takes time, yeah.
Well, they say the first step is to honestly access and acknowledge the wrong that you've done and how it have affected others. Avoid judging yourself too harshly. Don't judge yourself so harshly that you can't forgive yourself. You know? And if you're truly sorry for something that you've said or done and you want forgiveness, consider reaching out to those you've harmed. Speak of your sincere sorrows or regret. Ask for forgiveness without making excuses. You know, a lot of people be like, well, the reason I did that is because what happened was.
Right. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah. They always got a reason why they did is because you stepped on my toe when I was 12 and made my shoe.
Yeah. Well, basically what they said is just go to that person and be like, hey, I need you to forgive me. Please forgive me. Instead of saying, well, I need you to forgive me because I wasn't in my right mind that day. Or I had drunk a little tequila that day. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to blame
it's going to be an excuse.
Right.
Blame it on the alcohol. And they say you can't force someone to forgive you. Others need to move to forgiveness in their own time. Remember, forgiveness is a process. Whatever happened, commit to treating others with compassion, empathy, and respect. So basically, I mean, treat people the way you want to be treated.
That's what it boils down to. But that is not, people don't make it that easy.
I mean, it's not easy.
It's not just that easy. So I don't think so.
We can say it all day long.
Right. All right, guys. So make sure you just tuning in with us. You're trying to figure out what we're talking about. We're talking about forgetting and forgiving. So make sure you forgive as well as forget. It's going to take time.
It is.
Nothing going to happen overnight. So make sure you do that. And we've been talking about all the things going on in this area, especially with the from the north end of the city or the state. The north end of the state, we want to talk about those people who were affected over in Tuscumbia, Alabama, during the storm. And what did you say? It was an EF1?
An EF1.
Yeah, so it was an EF1 that actually happened, and that's pretty
right in our backyard, and we were asleep.
Right, yeah, that's pretty dangerous with that
Scary.
EF1. I mean, I was very, very like I said, I heard the sirens go off, and I was like, what in the world?
I didn't hear no sirens. I heard nothing until I woke up in the morning. My phone was ringing, and they was like, tornado hit in Tuscumbia.
Well, I told you I got woke up. That's how I heard it. It seemed like soon as I got woke.
Well, before I went to bed, it started lightning. I mean, bad. And you heard that big boom.
Yeah. So the storm caused immediate and widespread damage, including roof damage to the elementary school. I was telling you about that, to R.H. Hubbard. And it also neighborhoods. I know a lot of churches didn't have service yesterday in Columbia as well. So it's a lot of businesses that were affected by the tornado. So make sure you keep those people lifted up. And if you would like to help out in any kind of way or have business, you can send your business over that way, because they definitely need to recover.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but if you like to do business with us here at Knox Media Group, whether you're in North Alabama or South Alabama, call us at 256-712-2888. And also, we're still selling tickets for Eric Essence. You can visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org and get your tickets today.
You can, and Knox Media Group is still giving away the car. Go to YouTube, find Knox Media Group, like and subscribe. Leave your email in the comment of the last live, and that will qualify you to be in the drawing to win this car.
And it doesn't matter where you live at. For that, you can do that wherever you are.
You could be in Russia.
That's right. So make sure you do that. If you're having an event and you would like the 360 booth, I had somebody call about the 360 booth this weekend.
Okay.
So you can rent the 360 booth, and you can do that by calling us at 256-367-0887. That's Your Life Remembered. You dream it, we make it. We make t-shirts, blankets, graduation stoves, cups, mugs, hats, t-shirts, anything. You dream it, we make it.
And if you rent the 360 booth, you can rent Tamika or Montreal.
Mona's the one coming. So we just want y'all to know. It's going to be Mona B, the choir president. Her and JV.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all. Your Life Remembered. Call them for your rental needs, 360 booth, tuxedo, car rental. So we got it all. You can
one-stop shop.
The one-stop shop. And the blankets are beautiful.
They are. So make sure you do that. Like I said, it's a lot going on right here in the state of Alabama.
It sure is.
And we want you to be part of it. You can be part of our 17 different platforms, but make sure you keep it locked in to the baddest radio stations from the north to the south.
This side of the equator.
That's right. Also, make sure you go like us on Facebook. That's the 1059 Dothan, Alabama. So make sure you go do that. Send us some likes, send us some hearts, send us some messages, some things you'd like for us to talk about. We'll see how about we can fit those in. And of course, we thank each of you for tuning in to us each and every day, where we are here to help you, empower you, and to make you laugh, because that's what a lot of people say. Y'all make me laugh every day.
We're supposed to.
It's the lunchtime show.
Hey, laughter is good for the soul.
It is.
Listen, a Walmart customer got banned from every store in the United States.
What in the world they did?
Over self-checkout watch. It's a trick that let them pay $1 for expensive items.
Huh?
Okay, Ashley Cross was caught on security cameras using an old watch battery barcode to scan expensive products for just $1, police says. She came up. Cross was allegedly caught stealing a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, some boots, and 11 packs of ramen noodles from Walmart in Tennessee.
She was hungry and home.
Probably so. Her cart total value was $137.34. After investigating, authorities found she had a long history of shoplifting from various stores. Walmart has now banned her from all stores in the U.S. She's been placed on the authorization of agency list, which lets other stores know she's not allowed to enter any Walmart location due to her shoplifting, and they will catch her. them cameras be everywhere in Walmart.
I was just to say, how they gonna get her?
The retailer said in a statement, "We value our customers and associates and want them to have a pleasant shopping experience. Though rare, there are instances when people are no longer welcome in our stores." Cross has been charged with criminal trespass and theft of merchandise. So apparently what she's doing is she did the switcheroo. When a thief takes the price sticker off of something cheap like $1, and she put it over the barcode of something else more expensive, like a TV or whatever. So they paying $1 for the TV. The way inflation is, it's going to be a lot of more. Meanwhile, Walmart anti-theft security system measures in some locations has come under scrutiny, with some sighting trips lasting 4 hours because of it. But let me tell you about the self checkout at Walmart. They act like they racist because they try to accuse you of stealing. You know, you can put it across the thing, it'll beep, and I just be throwing them in there. If it beep, I'm throwing it in there. And then they'll show you on camera where you didn't. It'll show you swiped it, but it didn't. The thing didn't do register. It. Yeah. Don't come and accuse me of nothing.
Yeah, I've seen that happen too.
Now, I have had some water at the bottom of my cart, and Javen got on my nerves, and I forgot to scan the water.
You have to go back.
I have to go back.
Yeah, that's easy. But wow, I bet she was in Walmart all day doing all that.
Well, yeah, say one shopper blamed the retailer's new measures called products lockup and said that his shopping trip took 4 times longer than expected because, you know, they got the little alarm on the deodorant and all that kind of stuff. At one Walmart, they had locked up all the black hair products. All the black hair, you had to get a key to get in.
Wow.
So, yeah, she got caught. So she's not allowed to go to any Walmart in the United States of America.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, like I said, make sure you get into the end of our show. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Music, Twitch. And also, don't forget about us on the dial, 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The vibe.
And go visit our website and get your tickets for Eric Essence going down in Florence, Alabama, this coming Sunday, the 23rd of February. Mona be confused. Be confused.
You gonna blame me?
So that's this coming Sunday. Eric Essence is going to be at the Renaissance Resort and Spa, and the tickets are on sale now. We are limited, so make sure you get your tickets as soon as possible so you can be able to get your great dinner. Dinner is included in the ticket price.
Dinner and music. It's going to be so wonderful.
Yeah, so make sure you do that. So visit our website, www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. Or call us right here at the station at 256-712-2888, and we'll help you get your tickets. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. But make sure you keep it locked in for D.L. Hughley coming up next.
That's it. 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows.
And V 105.9,
the vibe.
Dothan, Alabama. Bye.
Bye.
We're not in right now, but if you leave your name and number, we'll get back to you.
that